you all very much. A considerable number of Irish company executives earn vast annual salaries. They also on a yearly basis benefit from extremely generous bonus schemes and lucrative share options. But because of a lack of transparency in the system, it's virtually impossible to find out exactly how much money company directors earn. For some time, many shareholders have been anxious for the system to be reformed. David Nally now reports on who these high earners are and how likely it is that they may have one day to declare all they earn.
Money makes the world go round, the world go round, the world. Money makes the world go round, the drinking clangs loud.
Increasingly, the pay and perks enjoyed by top executives in the biggest Irish companies place them in a league that most people can only dream of. By now, packages worth a quarter or even £500,000 a year are commonplace in those companies. It's a stark contrast to the plight of some, in a country where 40% of households earn less than £10,000 a year. The argument over top executive pay is gathering pace.
It's simply outrageous. I don't know how people could justify that kind of income. I don't know on what kind of needs that could be based.
The determinant in the level of salaries that people are earning within companies is their ability to perform, their ability to drive their companies ahead in an increasingly competitive market, not just domestically, but internationally.
In the last 18 months, shareholder complaints about executive pay have become a feature of Irish company AGMs. Voices have been raised against earnings at AIB, Smurfit, Waterford Glass, Irish Nationwide and others. Those shareholders have a direct interest in executive pay since it's they who foot the bills. Paddy Mooney is a small shareholder in a number of big Irish companies. He's been keeping an eye on executive pay and he isn't happy.
I discovered that a certain group paid the three people in charge £891,000 in salaries for the year. I felt that it was almost obscene that they would pay themselves such salaries against the backdrop of cutbacks in their labour force.
It's very difficult, though, for shareholders in this country to find out exactly how much executives are earning. Companies' annual reports give an aggregate figure for all executive directors, but not an individual breakdown. Those reports don't say exactly how many people are included in that figure. And crucially, they don't place any value on executives' share options. So who are these top executives? And from the information available, what are their packages worth? In the major banks, the 1993 package of AIB's chief executive designate Tom Mulcahy was worth around £400,000, and finance director Kevin Kelly's around £300,000. At Bank of Ireland, chief executive Pat Malloy had a package worth at least £350,000, and his deputy Maurice Keane had total remuneration close to £275,000. At Irish Permanent Building Society, chief executive Roy Douglas earned around £450,000 all told. Finance director Peter Fitzpatrick close to £400,000, and corporate development director Peter Ledbetter close to £400,000 also. At Irish Nationwide Building Society, chief executive Michael Fingleton's package was worth at least £300,000. At the major industrial companies, the earnings are big too. At Smurfit Group, there was total remuneration of at least £2 million for Michael Smurfit, and at least £1 million for Group President Howard Kilroy, again in 1993. At CRH, the former Cement Roadstone, the former chief executive Tony Barry received around £500,000. Business consultant Jenny Smith has studied the pay of Irish executives and found that for the average executive, pay lags behind other European